Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ademisola Adeyemi, also known as Diction with Daring. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. On this channel, we talk elocution, social etiquette, and personal development. If you're a returning subscriber, you are absolutely welcome. Once again, I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I put up a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up as well so that YouTube can suggest this video to much more people, because on this channel you are guaranteed 100%, no, scratch that, 1000% value and more. So you are definitely going to love this video. Please like this video and subscribe if you're not. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 7 tips to improve your writing skills. So if this sounds like something that interests you, definitely keep on watching. Tip number 1 would be to read wide. Yes, read wide, because when you expose yourself to different materials, from articles to novels, yes, that word is novel, not novel. Thank you very much. Or rather, you're welcome. Yes, that word is novel. So when you expose yourself to different materials, articles, blog posts, novels, storybooks, different materials, you know what it does? Newspapers, it exposes you to different writing styles of different authors or different writers. Again, you'd also observe how they punctuate their paragraphing styles, how they use their figures of speech. You would learn new words. Yes, you would learn new words. You would basically, it would expose your mind. It would broaden your mind, your vocabulary as well. So you need to read wide so that you can get exposed to different writing styles from different authors. You would find different figures of speech, idioms, new words, punctuation styles, different things really, so that when you begin to write as well, you would then adopt those same techniques when appropriate, really, depending. So if you expose yourself to the serious writing styles, maybe news stories, articles, research materials, if you're doing something similar, you know how to structure your writing as well. Now, if it is creative writing, when you expose yourself to, you've read loads of novels, of fictitious stories and all of that, you would also know how to begin your story, how to progress, and how to end. Do you understand? So when you learn, or when you read, you are inadvertently learning from experienced writers and also going to adopt whenever you're writing something similar. Tip number 2, organize your thoughts before you start. Let's assume that you have a blog and you're sharing with your readers as to how you were able to secure admission abroad, how you were able to secure an admission in a university in the UK. You're not going to start from, when I got to Heathrow, I met with the immigration officials, blah, 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 blah. No, that should come towards the end. Your story should be progressive. So you're going to start by saying, oh, you've always desired. That's where you're going to start. You've always desired to study in the UK, and then you started by doing your research about the top universities that offered your course, or that were offering your course in the UK and at the cost that you could afford. Then you can now say, oh, you got an agency to help you with the entire admission process, and then maybe you got an accommodation, then you secured a visa, and then you started to prepare, you started to shop for stuff that you would need. Those are so you want to be progressive. You don't want to start from the middle, or you don't want to begin your story from the middle or from the end and then back to the beginning. Do you understand? So you can get a notepad or even take notes on your phone. For instance, even before filming this video, I have my notes. Like, I have my script for this video, and that is to ensure that you're not rambling. That is to ensure that there's a progression of thoughts and that members of your audience or your readers understand what it is that you're putting out. Tip number 3, know your audience. Who are you writing to? Who are your readers? And what exactly do they like? For instance, if you're writing to children, come on, you know that you're not supposed to use big words. You're not trying to impress them, you're trying to communicate to them. So it's only appropriate that you come down to their level so that they understand what it is that you're saying. So research your audience. Are you going to employ, or this will determine whether you would employ a conversational style of writing or a strictly professional style. For instance, the way that you write an email is not the way that you would write a text to a friend, right? So you research your audience. That will determine the kind of tone to use, whether it would be conversational or professional. It would also determine the kind of words that your write-up or your article would contain. If you're writing hardcore news, you're allowed to be all serious and all of that. But if you're writing if you're writing a story, if you're writing fiction, if you're trying to relay a story to your audience, most of the time the conversational style would work. So depending on what you're writing, you want to research your audience and match your tone appropriately. Tip number 4, keep it simple. No repetitions, nothing complex, because you are communicating. And if you've watched my videos, you would find that I would keep saying that communication is for your audience, not for you. Do you understand? So you don't want unnecessary repetitions. You want to employ synonyms as well to communicate. I'll give you another analogy. So you were speaking with a customer care representative and you were relaying this event in writing. You would say, or you would not say, when I got on the phone with the customer care representative was very rude. The customer care representative kept yelling at me on the phone. The customer care representative said if I wasn't satisfied, I should get off the phone. No, you will not keep referring to or keep repeating the customer care representative. No, you could say she kept yelling at me. You made reference to her the first time, so you can say she kept yelling at me on the phone. She said if I wasn't satisfied, I should get off the phone or report her to her boss or blah and blah and blah. So you can use synonyms, or you could use pronouns like that, like she. Then feel free to say to use synonyms like she was very rude. You could say she was ill-mannered, she was insolent, right? Just ensure that you're not repeating the same set of words or the same set of phrases so that your article or your write-up is not monotonous or boring. For instance, you want to say that as a result of her bad behavior, I reported her to her boss and she was suspended. You could say consequently she was suspended. Do you understand? So look for one word to replace a phrase so that your write-up or your article is not so wordy and then it discourages members of your audience from reading. You have a word like twice a week. You could say bi-weekly. You have a word like twice a year. You could say bi-annually. Do you understand? So look for one word or single words to replace a body of words or a phrase to make your article shorter. Tip number 5, use metaphors and similes when writing. I'll take you back to class, don't worry. What are metaphors or similes? A metaphor is a direct comparison between two people, two things, or two situations, a direct comparison, while a simile is a comparison between two items, two people, two things using like or as. I'll give you an instance. She is as brave as a lion. That is a simile. Remember, like or as. She is a lion. That is a direct comparison, so it is a metaphor. Now, what do these figures of speech, that's what they're called, by the way, what do these figures of speech help us achieve when writing? They help to paint a picture of what it is we're writing to our audience. When you say somebody is a lion, the person is like, wow, she's a human being. Now let me picture her as a lion. Do you understand? So it helps to create this image in the mind's eye of the reader, right? So you have another thing or another statement like, immediately the principal walked in, the classroom became as quiet as a graveyard. So people are picturing a classroom, and then people are picturing a graveyard. Do you understand? So another thing it helps to do is it helps to add spice and color to your writing. It ensures that your writing is not just there, basic or bland. It's like cooking and not adding extra spice, your curry, your thyme, your seasoning, and all of that. So you want to ensure that you paint a picture in the mind's eye of your reader using metaphors and simile. William Shakespeare has this quote, and it says, all the world is a stage, all the men and women are merely players. Okay, so you read that, and what comes to mind? You're like, oh, okay, you're picturing the earth, the world, and you're like, oh, a play. And all of a sudden, even as I am sitting, I'm telling you, it's what is going on in my mind's eye. It's like, oh, I'm picturing myself in a theater watching a play, and then there are different characters. Do you understand? So all the world is a stage, and all of the men and women in there are merely players, different people playing different roles, different characters. So you also want to do the same thing, maybe pick up or maybe relate a situation or an event or something that is related to the topic of discourse. You want to ensure that your metaphor or your simile is in relation to what it is that you're speaking about or what it is that you're writing about, so that it just can add color and spice to your writing. Tip number 6, write. Yes, just write. And one thing that can help you, or one tip that can help you build consistency with writing is keeping a journal. For instance, you can decide that at the end of every day for the next 1 month, I want to write about my daily experience or my daily experiences. So at the end of every day, you can write in your journal, I woke up 5 a.m. Remember our previous tip about organizing your thoughts. So you want to say, I woke up at 5 a.m. and first thing I did, I drank water, and then I said my prayers, and then I made breakfast, and then I went to work. I just continue to organize your thoughts. And then that's what happened in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I went to see a friend. Then in the evening, just again, in the evening, I stopped by at the market to get some stuff for dinner and prepare for work tomorrow. Continue to do that consistently. And then remember, we've shared some tips in this video. So employ your similes, your metaphors. Oh, I saw something. There was something striking that happened to me today. And it reminded me of something my mother told me while I was growing up. Just continue to be creative with it. It might not be anything long, but it's something that will continue to stretch those muscles of yours. That is your writing muscles. And then another tip that will help you is to pick up anything at all and write about it. Pick up your phone case. Yes, something as mundane as that. Pick up your phone case and write about it. Okay, so I was on my way out the other day when I stopped by at this store to pick up another phone case for my phone. I had a red colored case previously, so I thought to myself, let me do something different. Let me get something gray. Let me get something more sturdy this step. See, pick up literally any item in your house and describe it. Be as descriptive as possible. So continue to do this consistently. Pick up anything, write about it, be as descriptive as possible, and do it at least consistently for the next 30 days and give me feedback. Tip number 7, review your work. Yes, review what you have written at the end of the day. You don't want your article reading with grammatical errors, typos, and all of that. I should maybe do another video about common mistakes that we make when writing. You don't, for instance, want to begin your sentences with small letters. You want to dot your I's and cross your T's, basically. And then another thing to do is read your work out loud. How does it sound? That's when you will know if the ideas that you have communicated in your write-up is not orderly or is not organized. So how does it sound to you? So when you read it out loud, you're putting yourself in the shoes of your audience. Oh, okay, so if I were reading this, how does this sound to me? Does this sound sequential? Do these events that I've highlighted in this article, do they come across as sequential? Do you understand? So you want to review to check for your organizational thoughts and also dotting your I's and crossing your T's, because again, whatever that is worth doing at all is worth doing well. Members of your audience deserve nothing but the best of the time. So you want to review to ensure that your ideas are well organized, especially using paragraphs. Do you understand? So you want to ensure that your beginning is okay, the climax, the middle is just fine, and then your conclusion. I hope that you found these tips helpful, and I hope that these tips will help you strengthen your writing muscles and help you become a better writer. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comment section the tips and techniques that you will begin to employ in your writing going forward. And please do well to check out my other videos. I'm going to link them up here or in the description box as well. You will absolutely find them helpful. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you're not. Turn on the notification bell as well so that you get to know when I upload another video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.